Hi, it's Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady again, working on the third version of the flowers. And what I did here is I I can't believe I said that. I painted just the edges, just like you would ink the edge. And it did have a little bit of water on it, so it was a little bit damp. But what I did is did the edges so that you can see a little bit of the background of the card, the base of the card. And I've got that put down. Now what I'm going to do is work on the little crinkle ribbon. And I'm going to hopefully do two little ribbons around here. We're going to do one bow. You know who does this ribbon? Kimberly has it over at My Craft Spot, and she does such a wonderful job of the ribbons. And I'm going to have the ribbons around my bow. There, and I'm going to have my bow sitting right about in here. And I want the ribbon to come down right below it. Okay, I think we've got it where I want it. Okay, now I want to use a little bit of my ATG tape there to hold this down. Hold that ribbon down right there. See what I did? Just stuck a little piece underneath there. Now I want to put together the third and final flower that we were working on. And again, you saw that instead of ink I used paint because I wanted it to match this perfectly, and I also wanted the crinkling that the paint causes when you add a little bit of water to it. And this is the third one. And I just put my glue on the wrong section, so I'm going to set that aside for a minute. And get the center. Got the center with the zot. And I've got the very top of the flower with the zot. Whoops, and I attached a zot to my finger accidentally. Put that there. Put that. And the flower right there. Don't you love that? Isn't that pretty? It has plenty of dimension. Colors are so perfect. That sweet stack. The Design Cuts with a View, the sweet stack, it's such a pretty little stack. And cut my ribbon edges. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love that. Okay, now let's get one of those, here it is, centers. I really like these, and they go so well with these pinks. And it's so easy to just put it in there. And we've got our center. Isn't that just too adorable? Look at that. It's just perfect, isn't it? And it was so easy to make with these flowers, each one of them. Now I want to show you on the last one that I did, I made a mess of the happy birthday. So what I did is I took another piece of the front. Remember, I had some scraps, and I put that in there and just layered it and then ran another happy birthday. But I wanted you to see that. But that card, it was one blunder after the other, but look how beautiful it turned out with the happy birthday. And all of it matches, the ribbon, the paint on the outside, and the paint added a little dimension to it. And look at this one. Is this just too adorable? And again, this is leftover scraps. Unbelievable what we can do with leftover scraps, and they turn out so nice. It's just too cute. 3 great birthday cards, and I have to tell you, in between videos, I got a telephone call from my mother. And you need to know that I did not get a birthday card out to my mother because, for no other reason than I'm putting more ink on this. I want to check it out to see if I have enough ink. Then I ran out of birthday cards. So that's what my project was for today, is to make some birthday cards, and that's exactly what I did. And all these flowers are cut out, and I'm using these scrap papers where I made something from someone, and then had the other half sitting there. So, another happy birthday. Isn't that perfect? I'm going to set this one on its side though. So, now you've seen it. You've seen the 3 flowers that we spent not even 5 minutes making. And we took and we added paint to it, we embossed it, we crinkled it, and look at that. Perfect. Now this one, all I did was put paint on the edges, and here's some edging. All I did was I had some of them that were very dark, and others I just added water to the paint, and it's just a little bit, and I have all kinds. There's actually 5 flowers of each kind. 5 flowers. Now with this particular one, and I want to make sure I'm dry, and I'm dry, remember I showed you on the original video that these came out, they were like the outline of the flower. Well, you know what I'm going to do with those? I don't have one in front of me now, but I am going to take an envelope, and just on the envelope, on the corner of the envelope, glue one down. Now won't that, and I can put it on the front of the envelope also, glue it down, and also on the back of the envelope, and it matches up. Or I can even add just one little flower to the envelope so that it matches up. You can just do so much when you have little flowers made ahead of time. And remember I told you how you can just take, and if you cut these flowers out in white, now I had used pink, but as you can see after I painted it, you can't even see the pink. This was the original pink. It depends on how much paint that you put in the card for the Cuttlebug. Just add paint in it. Add ink. Add chalk. You can cut out all your flowers and have a ton of them on hand in all different sizes, all different shapes, and just have them ready to either add paint to, chalk to it, or ink. It's that easy. As always, Gypsy Made Simple. Just do a few little designs and you come up with a wonderful little product. Or I don't know whether you want to use the term product, but you've got a great little card here. 3 of them all set to go. I think I'm good for January now, and I need to make a few more cards though, so I'm going to make and use up the rest of these flowers. You have a great day. Thanks for joining. She's a sassy lady. And oh, this crinkle ribbon. I'm going to put a little plug in again for Kim at My Craft Spot. And I'll put a link to her on my website so that you can get to her if you want to order some of the crinkle ribbon on your own. You have a great day. Thanks for visiting. Bye now.